My dad, he was a big money guy. I'm like, okay, you love money so much, watch me outgross you and your whole damn family combined.
Oftentimes when you hit bottom, you bounce. And that's where I think the power is.
When it comes to lousy moods, and possibly even bigger mental health problems, there's one thing you may not be considering.
Want to be happy? Build a life, not just a business.
Living that believe in life. Out here living that believe in life. Every day we living that believe in life. Hustle like we living that believe in life. Living life, yeah, so we grinding it out. Every single day we be grinding it out. Hustle like we living that believe in life, oh. That believe in life, oh.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and this channel is created to help you overcome the #1 challenge that is holding you back, a lack of belief in yourself. You watch these videos because you know there's something more inside you. You've got Michael Jordan level talent at something. So today, let's live your best belief life and learn the 6 ways to get out of a bad mood and crush your day. All right, let's kick it off with way number 1, rethink comfort food with Stephen Gundry.
Have you ever had one of those days where you just wake up on the wrong side of the bed? You're cranky, grumpy, and just plain off. The worst part, when you're having a lousy day, can just seem like nothing is going to turn your mood around. Maybe you try a nap, meditation, exercise, but still the mood just sticks around. Well, when it comes to lousy moods, and possibly even bigger mental health problems, there's one thing you may not be considering. It all comes down to one really interesting scientific phenomenon, the gut-brain axis. Now, I could talk about the gut-brain axis all day, but for now, I'll just explain the quick version. To put it simply, your gut and your brain actually communicate with one another through your nervous system. It's actually pretty strong two-way communication. For example, when you're stressed, your brain lets your gut know, which is why so many people report having a nervous stomach when there's something stressful going on. And when your stomach is upset, for whatever reason, it can actually impact your mood, your energy level, and even your ability to focus. It's no wonder some scientists call your gut your second brain. It's got such a profound effect on the way you feel, body and mind, which is why if you're struggling with a lousy mood, it might be time to look at your diet. And no, I'm not just talking about grabbing some carb-heavy comfort food, though a piece of dark chocolate is scientifically proven to lift your spirits. I'm talking about rethinking comfort food and going for options that comfort your gut. Because when your gut is balanced, your mood stays lifted. After all, some of the most important hormones are produced in the gut, like serotonin, the feel-good hormone, and GABA, which helps you manage stress and anxiety. In fact, GABA is actually produced by your gut bugs. Clearly, keeping your gut happy goes a long way to keeping your spirits lifted.
Way number 2, connect with nature with Robin Sharma.
One of my favorite protocols is the daily nature walk. I love walking in the woods. I often listen to audiobooks in the woods. I call it reading while walking. Reading while walking. So I go to this place. It's sort of my creative forest. There's not a lot of people in there, and I walk for 1 hour. I breathe in the air. I look at the lush scenery. I listen to a different audiobook. It's almost like a walking meditation as well. Sometimes I don't listen to an audiobook and I just walk and I touch the earth. It's almost like I'm thanking the earth, connecting with the soil. Yes, I'm wearing shoes. I don't want to get too esoteric here, but there's a lot of really good research saying if you want to boost your immune system, you want to boost your happiness, you want to release serotonin and dopamine, you want to release the fear hormone called cortisol, walk in nature. And so when I walk, I connect with nature. And like I say, I know I'm not being very elegant in this mastery session. I'm just being real, but I listen to audiobooks, and then other times I do a walking meditation where I feel my feet on the soil. You know what I do other times? If there's something I'm confused about, I sort of just talk it out. It's like I'm talking out loud, trying to work it out. If I'm in pain, I get the negative energy out of my system by just releasing it, by talking about it. I also, and I know this sounds a little unorthodox, but I do like a walking blessing meditation. So while I'm walking, I sort of challenge myself to come up with 50 things I'm grateful for. And again, I verbalize those because it's only me and the squirrels in the it's only me and the squirrels in the woods. And so I say, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for work that feeds my soul. I'm grateful for the sunset I watched last night. I'm grateful for my team. I'm grateful for my business. I'm grateful for the travels that I get to take. I'm grateful for the people that I've served. And literally while I'm walking, I say out loud, I am grateful for. I hope it doesn't sound strange for you because it's an incredible protocol to install.
Way number 3, do cardio with Joe Rogan.
And any long-term cardiovascular exercise, you get this. It's like we did, last October, we did the Sober October thing where we had this crazy fitness challenge. So all of us were doing cardio like 5 hours a day, like really crazy amounts of cardio. And one of the things that Tom Segura and I both agreed on is like the amount of internal chatter dissipates to zero. Like you have no anxiety. It goes, I didn't realize I had any anxiety until that happened. And then I was like, God, it goes to zero. It goes to nothing. Like when you do like 5 hours on a treadmill or you just running, just run for when it's done, man, there's this like peace of mind that comes with that. This release of endorphins that's incredibly addictive because that feeling is so pleasing. So it's not that it doesn't feel good to get out of bed and to just push when you don't want to, but the end result feels amazing.
Also, if you want to have confidence and self-love, check out my 254 series. They're free. The links to join are in the description below.
One of the real reasons we don't do the things that frighten us is because we are afraid of being judged.
It's good to treat other people the way you would like to be treated yourself. It's like a golden rule, and there's a reason for it. And that reason is that we're connected.
And when you change yourself and your own behaviors and how you think, you're going to change everything.
Way number 4, use anger as fuel with Henry Rollins.
What powers me, it's not money, it's not ambition, it's anger. I'm one of those people, I wish there was a better way to say it, but it's vengeance. You laughed at me in high school, man. You said I wasn't going to be anything. Really? Like, watch this. Like
that's still pushing you at 56?
I hate to say it.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
40 years later.
Oh, yeah, all of it. Like, my dad, he was a big money guy. I'm like, okay, you love money so much, watch me outgross you and your whole damn family combined. And I don't even care about it. I just like achieving it. And it's one of the reasons when the agent goes, okay, 5 shows on, 1 off, I'm like, oh, no, man. No, that's a day off. You put a show in there. Like, why? Because, like, screw that, man. Watch me do it. Put 2 shows on that night. Well, you think I can't? I'm just, like I said, I set up adversarial relationships. I'm not against you or anything. I'm just saying, like, I have to have something to push against, like a schedule that is like, the schedule is like Godzilla. Like, you can't finish this. I'm like, really? Man, I'm going to serve you up and eat you every day like a steak. And I just have to have that. And so I'm getting back. And it's, I think of all the people I was in bands with, I have to crush them. Everyone I grew up with, I have to powderize them.
Wow, that's such a weird motivation.
It sucks. It's immature. It's like, it's 11-year-old sandbox.
Wow.
And
but you're aware of it.
Yeah.
Which makes it even stranger because it's not something that you're just operating under, you have it's controlling you and you don't understand it.
No, I quite enjoy it.
Yeah, so you use it.
Yeah, like if I'm not an actor, but I go up for acting parts. So I'm like basically going in there and winging it, and I get to go up for like really big parts. There's a little bit of trepidation knowing I'm going in there, but then I'm thinking like, oh yeah, Sony, whatever, man, line it up. And I almost like run out of my car, like, where are you at, man? And I'm not trying to impress you that I'm a tough guy, because I'm not. It just needs to be trying to tell me I can't. And that informs the everything I do. Like, instead of just dialing my radio show in, I work on that sucker for like 5 hours. It has to be all hand-picked. No, that song, not that one, this one. And I make like 3 drafts of it. It's intense. It's one of the reasons why I live alone. It's like, I work all the time. Like, hey, come out on this weekend. No, it's 7 p.m. on a Friday. I'm working. Like, I'm not
So you're
fun.
just constant.
Yeah. No,
Wow.
I'm not fun to hang out with.
Do you vacation ever where you just chill?
No, I can't. Intellectually and existentially, I can't understand the idea of a vacation. I make a joke on stage. I said, I want to come back 10 pounds lighter with an internal parasite. I want to come back with like a scar where the spear kind of grazed me, and 8 great stories and a dangerous insect in my bag. I don't want to sit on the beach and soak in the rays. I want to get sunburned by, being in the desert and figuring out how the sun won't try and kill me by noon. That's the Sahara. And so that's how I go about it.
So part of your motivation is actually the perception by other people of what you're doing. Like understanding that what you're doing is so undeniable. The volume that you're putting out.
And the intensity.
The intensity is so undeniable. Like, I'll show you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that's so weird.
Even with people who like me, like, yay, Henry's here. I'm like, yeah, I'm here.
Check it out.
Check this out. Yeah, here's a place you won't go. And it's not that I have any aggression towards these people. I just want to burn brightly.
Yeah.
And it's not about money. It's not about I'm better than you, because I don't think I'm better than anybody. I just want to explode as much as possible. And I think to my audience, it's to their benefit, because like that dude's going to go out there to a place I don't want to go, and he's going to come back with 10 great photos and a story about how he nearly lost his foot. It's great. And like, put me in, coach. That's the game I want to play. That's what I go for.
Way number 5, get present with Mel Robbins.
Oftentimes when you hit bottom, you bounce. And that's where I think the power is, that when the world feels upside down, you always have the power to make it right. When one chapter ends, you always have the power to write a new one. When, you feel like nobody loves you, you have the power to learn how to love yourself. And if there's one thing that COVID-19 has done, regardless of whatever devastation it has caused in your life, is it has forced us all to experience the great pause. And I read that in a Medium article, and I loved that idea of a pause, because I think in 2020, our lives have gotten so fast and so digital. And when you are forced to pause and get present and to slow down, you are reminded of what's actually important. And what's important is your health. What's important is your family and your friends. What's important is whether or not you are taking care of yourself and thinking positive thoughts versus negative thoughts. The world gave us a gigantic experiment where we got to practice and get to continue to practice the most important skill on the planet, which is emotional resilience, the ability to face hard and actually be okay, the ability to face the uncertain and redirect your attention on things that you know that are certain.
And way number 6, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is use your cookie jar with David Goggins.
Whenever times got hard, my mind said, you're not good enough.
Right.
Let's go.
Right.
So my mind wasn't, my eyes, my mind weren't connecting.
Right. So how do you combat that?
So how you combat that is this. I call it the cookie jar.
Okay.
You have to remind yourself, we all have a story. All of us have gone through very hard times. But when we're in a hard time, our mind has a way of forgetting what all we've overcome. I have a way of taking 1 second when I want to quit and saying, okay, you endured this. So I look at my life and how I came up as the ultimate training ground. Versus most people look at it as, why? Woe is me. God, why?
Right, exactly.
Why?
Right.
I had to flip this upside down and say, hang on a second. God was training me to be one of the baddest men on the planet
That's
Earth.
absolutely right.
That's how this was my journey.
Now I've got a special bonus clip on how you can raise your environment that I think you're gonna enjoy. But before that, it's time for the question of the day. I wanna know which of these 6 mood boosters are you going to use the next time you're in a bad mood? Let me know, put it down in the comments below. And if you made it this far in the video, you're still here watching, I wanna celebrate you because Believe Nation, we don't just watch videos, we do something about it. So if that's you and you commit, you promise you're gonna take action immediately after watching this video, give me a hashtag believe down in the comments and tell me where you're from, because I want to celebrate you. Your environment is keeping you where you are. Your environment has been perfectly designed to keep you exactly where you are right now. The people you listen to, the media that you consume, the habits that you do daily, all of them are designed to keep you exactly where you are. So if you want to raise your game, if you want to raise your life, you need to raise your environment. I've changed a lot over the course of having this YouTube channel. The people who've known me the best and the longest, especially in the past 2 to 3 years, have said, Evan, you've changed a lot. For the better, you've evolved, you're more confident, you have more poise, you're a better speaker, you're pushing the boundaries more, you've changed. What happened? How do I get that for myself, right? People want it. Whenever you are off growing and learning and evolving, other people, they want it. They want a taste of it. They want to do it too, because we are not designed to just photocopy our lives over and over and over again. So how did I get it? I paid more attention to my environment. I paid more attention to my daily routines. I paid more attention to the people that I hang around with. It's important. So looking at my physical environment, right? Look at this office. Look at the people behind me. This all means something to me. Looking at the new design that I've had here below. Putting things like my neck braces. It's down below, you can't really see it. But this inspires me. I walk into this every day. My YouTube videos, the channel, I create for myself. The people that I profile, I'm learning from. I feel like I have Gary Vee in my head. I have Oprah Winfrey in my ear. I've got Elon Musk telling me what to do, pushing me to try to get better. I hear these people talking about you have to be courageous, you have to be bold, you have to believe in yourself more. And when I feel myself being nervous about something, boom, 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 it's a push that I have to do it. And so I've designed my life, I've designed my environment to help push me to get to the next step.